adjust my audio. There we go. Hello, friends in Discord. Can I get you to say something? Hello. Thank you.
Hello.
All right, stream stuff is up and running. Hopefully you've liked, commented, and subscribed if you want to look back at it. But here's the markers we got going on. Welcome back, everyone, to level 100 content. Go ahead and summon your summons, dance your partners, Buddia, Yarkardia. Check your gear. You should have had the ability to buy a glaze up. You could also buy an accessory, which I found out, and have done so. So theoretically, we are a lot tankier than we used to be. If you haven't done that, maybe during our little break, you can make sure that you stop by your local bookstore. Make sure all your gear is repaired to a satisfactory level. You do have everything set up correctly melded. Go ahead and eat on your food. We just talked through a couple of things more mechanic-wise, but we're just going to have to hit this. It is basically our first time running. Let me know when you are ready to roll. All right. Right up.
Let's begin, shall we?
Can the challenger defeat the wolf in his own lair?
Right. Wind in. Cardinal. Buddy.
There! I wonder if you can keep up.
Revolutionary is out in this final position. Out in this final.
Such speed, it's as if there's a pack of him.
Got a tank tether.
This is mine.
Oh no, that was too much.
So that one has to have tanks closer, right? So the tanks will be out there, like right at the edge of the AoE. The party members are going to need to be like a full yalm, or however you measure that, away from that AoE, just to make sure the tanks get it for now. And then we'll kind of min-max it later. Just make sure not like at the very edge. Run again. I think generally we're all in the correct spot. Which is good.
Two furthers?
Two closest get the.
Let's begin, shall we?
Because the other group had like two more.
Can the challenger defeat the wolf in his own lair?
I didn't look at it when it happened, but I'm sure it is more hard to decide.
There's like another further back from the other group.
We'll look at it a second. How inner cards right away from each other?
There!
I want to be there.
Didn't know if we do the inner car.
I wonder if you can keep up.
I'm sorry. Nah, I did that, yeah. I didn't even look at it again. Somebody else.
Such speed, it's as if there's a pack of him.
And
If I will. I'm gonna decline this, respectfully. Yeah, I'll take this out one. I didn't know if you remembered what we were doing.
It's all good as long as you commit. Just commit.
Yeah, no, you're right. I sometimes forget that your character can look behind your head. Like, he's not looking at me. Surely he won't see me. Playing too much Marvel Rivals.
That's bad for you. I only booted the game up for 15 minutes.
Let's begin, shall we?
I don't think anything's worse for a hero shooter.
Can the challenger defeat the wolf in his own lair?
I've seen this profile thing. Solid. You stream those?
Wind in buddies. Partners.
I wonder if you can keep
Revolutionary, I'm going to be out in this final spot.
Such speed, it's as if there's a pack of him.
I wouldn't.
You didn't target me that time.
Oh dear, the challenger's pulled out the ring.
Yeah.
Is it very?
Hold on, let me actually read this.
Because I swear in all the videos they have the tanks go closer.
Yeah, I think the tanks are supposed to be closer because when you do Eminent, the tanks are in the hitbox, right? And then the parties are outside of the hitbox.
Yeah.
So I think it's the same, but honestly, I couldn't tell you exactly. I've adjusted stuff, Chase. You can let me know if it works.
Yeah, neither Sugar and Alan got the tank buster, and Sugar was literally in like
I was
close.
I
in the
got it.
hitbox even. I got hit by the AoE.
Yeah, I got hit.
I wasn't targeted at Sugar. Sure. Oh, you got it.
I'll link my stream just for the sake of it, for those that want to look.
Let's see.
My beautiful thumbnail that I worked ever so
Perfect.
hard on. They need to be top 2 aggro, says Chase. It's aggro based. Oh.
Oh,
so it
Oh
doesn't
my
wonderful.
Never mind,
god.
it doesn't even matter. somebody told me it was like position based. I just believed it,
it's
but I never
been,
read it anywhere.
Spin on me the entire time.
Okay, well that explains why things were going wrong. I thought somebody said that it was proximity, and I just believed it. I never read it anywhere though.
It's
Okay, so
a
just
rectangle.
stance on, and I guess whoever's pulling
Yeah,
boss
that'll
just
solve
poke
the
in the
issue.
beginning. Do your like holy spirit
is-
poke and yeah.
You will need to use a cooldown. Every time I take a hit without one, it just deletes me.
Yeah, there's a couple of
Is it
busters. Like you have to, even during ads, there's a tank cleave. So
Mhm.
it's probably a very like one button Lester spammable every
Is it
time
like a
there's buster.
cooldown buster or just like light cooldown?
I did 280,000 unmitigated, so maybe
Okay.
Corundum's fine. I don't know.
I'll ramp part
I
with it.
think if I'm not mistaken, looking through the busters, this happens 3 or 4 times. This like Eminent and then Revolutionary. I think this is like the buster. And then during ads, there's like a spammable. It hits you 3 or 4 times with the cleave.
Yeah, but I bet Rampart will cover multiple of those.
Yeah, you should probably be able to cover a couple. And then there is a 2-person stack buster at the end of the fight, which you can maybe invuln that or however you want to do it.
I'll just use 20 seconds. I'll see what I drop to.
Yep. Okay.
Shall we?
I can't believe I'm not getting a reply back from Abe.
Bro, I don't remember what the emote's called.
That whole exchange was beautiful.
Shall we?
Can the challenger defeat the wolf?
You know, it helps if I push W to move forward instead of E.
Oh, my positional!
That's exactly why I hate this. Okay, I'll turn it on afterwards, so I won't keep it on in the beginning.
That's whatever. I don't even think I have anything there.
I'll have to dance
Stone
with it a
out.
little bit.
Cardinals? Or Intercard, sorry. I looked at the thing and it was on Cardinals.
I wonder if you can keep up.
Revolutionary are going to be out later.
Such speed, it's as if there's a pack of him.
Out. Aggro base.
That was a
Okay.
way easier mechanic.
Okay, Sheltron is fine.
Slide.
That's not that bad.
Yeah, you just need something.
We got the wolves. Remember, you can knock back immune this. Group 1, Group 2. Find the first
With
wolf.
Fenrir's might,
That'll be
I
north.
rouse the storm.
North is A.
The wind answers my
You
call.
can knock back immune. Sports are out. Rotates.
That's
Oh
fine.
no,
I don't know if I got hit by a dragon head or if it just outright killed me. But I think I just.
We definitely did not have a lot of health. I'm pretty sure it's like light AoEs that slowly will just keep hitting us. Because you get hit on the initial, you get hit when you take your stack thingy, and then when it transitions to that next part with the other tethers, and the towers, you need to have, it's like a small hit as well, like AoE.
That sounds like a good spot for Panheimer.
It sounds like a Panheimer type thing. It could also sound like a better spot for like a Samba, because there's just going to be a lot of damage having that covered. Or like the Red Mage mechanic bubble thing that gives healing.
Do we have an M8S time? No, we don't. I know there's a multi-hit, but I don't remember where in the fight that is.
Probably ads.
Ads phase.
Ads is going to be a lot of just random hits. Because every time somebody pops, it hits everybody.
Should I keep using Divine Veil in the beginning or save it for the second raid wide?
I don't think we need it on the first one right now. We're like super, super healthy.
Okay.
Let
I'll
me,
use it after.
I'll rep the first raid wide if you want to rep the second one, and then
Actually, you know where Veil would be really good? Veil would be really good right where we died there, because after you take the stack, or like, sorry, you take the two people spread, right? And then it switches, and the other two people are spread. If you can Veil there, it'll heal and give shields for the next little mini raid wide that happens when those dragons with tethers come out. So you get probably your maximum value out of it there.
Yeah.
I guess, do you want me to just hold Heart of Light for something else?
It's up to healers on that. Because after that, we're going into Gold Saucer, I think, which is just a stack together for the most part.
I do think I could probably have it for ads if we're taking the. How many it'll
Oh,
cover.
ads would be quite good, yeah. Might be able to get it off in the beginning then, and then get it back by ads.
Is ads 96? Yeah.
It'll be
Well,
90
yeah, I'll use on the
seconds for
first AoE then.
Okay. Try run that. Sounds like we got some plans. Run it.
I was emoting with Moon. Can you explain that entire thing again?
Mitigation stuff.
Things happen.
Nice.
Let's begin, shall we?
I kid, of course. I heard
Can
where
the
you
challenger
went.
defeat the wolf? Neither
And we defeat the Woo.
I listen.
Stone out in your card. Ooh, look at that. It lines up.
I wonder if you can keep up.
Eminence. That means we're going to be close to him where he ends. Close to him where he ends.
such speed, it's as if there's a pack of him.
I don't have my guy fighter shield.
That shit hurt.
And they
I didn't
were.
get the set.
Potting with my vitality buff. Rezzers are down. Or beat Rezzers are down. Leave on the next black hole.
I rouse the storm.
I think next week the Rezzers need more gear.
You have all the gear already. New North is
The
C.
wind answers my call.
enough.
Knockback immune.
Does rep affect this?
Does what?
Does rep affect that?
If it's cast from the boss, typically the answer is yes.
I'll try. It comes up right there.
And I'm pretty sure the boss does cast everything. Because
mean,
the,
Alice, we were
the
missing
heads are not like
Moon.
their own entity. I don't think.
At least for that one, you're missing a whole person.
Was there anything we need to look at then? As we go again?
We should go again.
Run again?
Oh, how come sages don't have swords? They got swords.
Sage gets a sword at level 110. It's their offhand.
Let's begin, shall we?
If Sage got a sword though, like for real, we'd be playing it.
Can the challenger defeat
It's
the
their
wolf?
new, they get a berserk phase.
They just become a melee class.
That will be the next healer. They'll have melee positionals.
Oh god.
Guaranteed.
Positionals. Wind in, inner card, with your color buddy. Inner card.
I wonder if
Revolution.
You can keep up.
That is out where he ends. Out where he ends.
Such speed, it's as if there's a pack of him.
Wait. Close.
Oh my god, I went to where he went.
You both did. We can walk.
Out where he ends, so my brain went out. But where he ends. Fuck.
You guys wanted you wanted the call of where it ends.
We should have add a little twist to it and just do Simon Says.
Simon says out where he
No, just out. Where he ends, I'm gonna go where he ends.
in. Simon
Yeah,
says
just
out.
just say in or out.
I'll say outer in is all I need.
All right.
Let's begin, shall we?
Can the challenger defeat the wolf in his own lair?
Stop. I'm trying to ignore it.
This guy's so funny.
Dude, there's no way he's not the main villain of this
The
story.
final boss better be Little Lolithel, dude.
Yeah, it's just gonna be meta.
Winds, Cardinals in. Buddy.
I wonder if you can keep up.
Eminence in.
Such speed, it's as if there's a pack of him.
Okay. Wait, what? Okay. Should have the wolf mechanic here. Find the first wolf. That becomes the new
With
north.
Fenrir's might,
Group 1, Group 2
I rouse the
sides.
storm.
Oh, that hurt.
God damn.
New north is seed. New north is
The
seed.
wind answers my call.
Knock back in the end. Get to rotate.
Should have got out.
And rotate the wrong way.
The challenger's down! Is this the end?
Rotate
Gotta
too
go out
much.
for that juicy.
Uh, Opposite of your wolf, drag it all the way.
Opposite of both of these.
And then towers are color buddies.
Too much for the challenger!
Towers will just do normal color buddies. Everyone knows their color, right? You can type it out in 2 seconds.
I'm gonna verbally just say purple.
Roller.
Okay. That was a test to make sure you know. If you don't know, now would be a good time to figure it out. You can run it back.
Based moon doesn't see color.
That's a samurai thing. All samurais I played with are colorblind. That's
Don't
not
you
even a
need
joke.
to see color to like see the stickers?
No, they got symbols.
Let's begin,
One is
shall
the
we?
moon, the other is a petal, flower petal, and the other is
Can
a
the challenger
snowflake.
defeat the wolf in his own lair?
He studied the
sounds
blade,
like-
dude. He doesn't need to study colors.
I think I know a little bit more about samurai than moon. Okay.
Aren't they like actually the Japanese name for like snowflake and stuff?
Yes.
Stone, cardinals, out, spread.
I wonder if you can keep up.
Eminence is close in.
Such speed, it's as
What?
if there's a pack of him.
Heal up. Big heal.
I mean, that would be cool if I had like a attack like he does. This should be what Samurai's LB. is.
Looking for the
With Fenrir's might,
little
I
Bob.
rouse a
Looking for the
storm.
first wolf. C is north.
The wind
Knockback immune.
answers my call.
They are going clockwise.
The challenger's down. This is the end.
Away from your thing or into your color.
Oh shit! Ah, see it.
Tank LB.
Challenger, rise at
I just thought this was knockback there. Damn it.
Oh, you have gotta be shitting me. There's a fucking.
That's what I was.
Oh,
Yeah.
you get knocked back, by the way, into your wolf.
Yeah.
That's the multi-hit stack, though. That should I save Panheimer for that?
But does that do a stack after? Do we just do that dead center?
I think that was a multi-hit stack.
Yeah, let me
It
look.
is, yeah.
Yeah, bubble.
Do we know how many hits?
The timeline might.
It's like, it's 5 or 8.
That's a pretty big difference.
Yeah, I thought so too.
8 hit raid wide. Heavy mitigation.
You're
repair.
welcome.
That's the Panheimer for sure. We just do that dead center,
Yeah.
stack under the boss.
Honestly, I've already used macro and neutral and other things. I'm gonna draw them back from other stuff and put them there.
If we have Panheimer there, it should be fine. Because I think Panheimer was only getting like what 2-3 uses out of it, and I can
Probably.
move Philosophia to that dragon head thing.
Healers, do you want me to move Samba for like the latter half of that so it catches the knockbacks, dragon heads, and the stack?
Yeah, you have bubble as well.
I think I want to run it to see how clean, if we can do it cleanly to see how much damage we're taking.
Where do you want Samba and where do you want bubble? So you probably want to put one in the front half of that and one in the back half, and then probably just use like tank and healer mitt for the next mechanic, which is the
Probably want bubble on
Bubble
the 8 stack.
so Samba preloaded and then bubble on the back half where we do the stacks. There's a bonus
Yeah.
heal if you want it for the
Yeah.
multi.
Yeah,
would
I
agree
think the
with that.
bonus heal will be most benefit on the multi-hit.
Mm-hmm. And then we'll have Veil like in between the 2 hits leading into that little AoE after the first set of dragons go out.
Yeah, because I'm trying to backload neutral to the Revolution or Eminent and then have the mitt last into the dragon heads. But I also use macro for that AoE right before the dragon head spawn. That way we're topped right away, but I probably don't need macro there. I can probably use it somewhere else.
I could use Numa there instead.
I think so, yeah, because I could just also GCD heal and save macro for something else. I say we try that purple. See how it goes. With that mitt.
Let's do it.
Let's begin, shall we?
Can the challenger defeat the wolf in his own lair?
Not gonna say anything.
Break.
Stone out. Inner card. Spread out.
There.
That's so
I wonder if
convenient
you
timing.
can keep up.
Eminent is in.
Such speed, it's as if there's a pack of him.
Okay, heal. Looking for the next dragon head.
Fenrir's might. I rouse the storm.
A is north.
The wind answers my call.
Knockback immune. Going counterclockwise.
What? Huh? Oh.
The challenger's down. Is this the end?
Yes. It either rotates clockwise or counterclockwise every time.
Guys, I got this.
I use sprint instead of my
clockwise or
knockback.
not?
When you say counterclockwise, because it's rotating clockwise.
That was definitely a clockwise.
Sorry, that's
Yeah.
clockwise. I've been saying it wrong. Oh, you know what I'm
I
doing?
swear I've noticed
Yeah.
that on the last one too.
Never mind.
Yeah,
I've been doing it
yeah.
wrong.
I'm thinking I'm going crazy.
No, you good. Hey, if anyone wants to call counterclockwise or clockwise, in my head, that's always the weakest link for me.
I can do it.
Okay. Just, I don't think about it in terms of that. I like left and right. If I'm being honest.
Not another cat.
Well, it's
just gonna
just
say,
it's
you know where the
specifically
head
it's
is.
specifically like clockwise and counterclockwise because
Let's begin,
they share
shall
a
we?
similar name. And for some reason, every time I'm like looking at it,
Can the challenger
I don't
defeat
think
the
about
wolf
things in
in
terms
his
of
own
their
lair?
block orientation.
Just say a CW or a CCW.
Still larboard, dude.
CW is
I,
the
dude,
name of the show
larboard,
network.
larboard and starboard, I'd totally get that.
I only know larboard because L for left.
Wind, buddy up, hard.
I wonder if you can
Eminence.
keep up.
In.
Such speed, it's as if there's a pack of them.
Heal up.
So not that AoE for Numa, this one.
Okay.
With Fenrir's
Looking for
might,
new north.
I rouse the storm.
New north is A.
The wind answers
Counterclockwise?
my call.
Oh shit, I didn't hit.
Bye bye.
Knockback in.
What the fuck?
Oh dear, the challenger has fallen out quickly.
So fast! I could have macro there.
Remember, there's knockback here.
Color towers.
Make sure you're behind the other dragon. Nice.
No, my god.
Pretty good. I
I
gotta
guess
remember
Rip
to.
would better save for that stack.
I need to pump light speed there, bro. I don't know, you're gonna cast a Kiko.
I don't know.
What do you mean? Just got Toxicon.
Yeah, Toxicon. There you go.
Only
Yeah,
get
three
of those.
steps.
No, you just AOE shield because that you can move while you do that, and then you get a new Toxicon.
Oh, bro, Rip Scholar.
All of the
Holy.
Toxicons. You can have unlimited Toxicons.
You also
Room
have
two.
Phlegmas too.
Yep, yep.
I only get one outside of
Let's
buff,
begin,
so.
shall we?
Yeah.
Just use Pepsis,
Can
and
the
you know
challenger defeat the
it'll do
wolf
something.
in his own lair?
Huh?
I like Pepsis.
I keep Pepus off my hotbar. Useless ability.
I love Pepsis. Good skill, use it every AoE.
I use it during downtime at least.
Should press it just for it to miss. Wind, inner cards.
I wonder if you can keep up.
Eminence. In.
Such speed, it's as if there's a pack of them.
Fine.
Right up.
Damn it!
Red white.
So hard to save two people.
God
I
damn
can
it.
get him. I got him.
Okay, okay. So you want it
With
after this
Fenrir's
damage.
might,
New north
Yeah.
will be
rouse the storm.
A.
The wind
Knockback
answers
immune.
Clockwise.
Knockback immune.
The challenger's down. Is this the end?
will suck all 4 towers.
Jeez,
I got mixed
you
up.
even said clockwise, and I still went counterclockwise. Why is that?
Oh, I
backwards?
noticed.
Yeah, I'm just gonna liberate myself, man. I don't trust myself with that.
Clockwise.
Or should we
Counterclockwise.
say left or right looking at the boss?
Dude, I'll be honest. That would be so much easier. Does everyone look at the
I mean, if
boss
you-
during that?
No, I look at the dragon head.
Yeah, I look at the dragon head.
I can do counterclockwise and clockwise. I might just honestly look and solve it without even seeing. I don't know why that confuses me. I think it's because I have to be in the south, but I want to resolve it as if I was at A. And if I'm looking at A, and I go clockwise, I go right. But if I was south and I was going clockwise, I go left. You know what I mean? It's just weird. I think it's because I'm looking through the boss as opposed to looking from the boss. I know that makes sense to only half of you, but whatever. Run it back.
I vaguely know what you're doing.
It's like I'm trying to take the perspective of the dragon, like if I was the dragon head. I think is what I'm looking at in my head. And it's not transferring to my motor skill.
Oh, but that does sound very weird.
Let's begin, shall
Dude,
we?
I wish I was a dragon head. Life would be way easier.
Yeah, you Tokyo Drift around the party that's trying to kill you.
And then you just leave.
I also wish I was a dragon head so there's a chance the boss doesn't hit me.
The goddamn dragon.
You're a dragon head, you have a terrible hitbox.
That's what I'm saying, man. Stone out. Cardinal.
I wonder if you can
Eminence
keep up.
in.
Such speed, it is yet that attack of him.
Oh, fuck's sake.
Moon, why would you have aggro there?
Pulled it too much, sorry. They didn't give me that. They took that diversion away from me and never gave it back.
With Fenrir's might.
For Prog purposes, do you want me to take
I
dance
rouse
partner
the
off of him so he's less distracted by his damage?
That's fine. New
That's
North
really
is
exploding.
A. New North is A.
The wind answers my
Counterclockwise.
call.
Knock back
I don't
in.
like the German one.
Oh no!
Yeah,
Oh.
we have too many people.
That was too much for the
I touched
challenger.
the wall.
Yes.
Counterclockwise. Counterclockwise.
You got this, Alice.
Clockwise. Counterclockwise.
Wee.
Counterclockwise. Rewind time. You know, rewind would make more sense to me. Forward or rewind? I'll get it. I'll get it.
Alright,
Forward
don't
and
forget
back.
to put on stance during the opening. Let's go.
I'm gonna do a slightly smaller shield in the beginning here.
You can also do less damage if you want, Sugar.
Oh yeah, we'll just do less.
Like, you know your 1,000 something potency double down? Just don't crit that. It's a
I
huge
got you.
difference.
Let's
I just wanna
begin,
use that.
Shall we?
Yeah, like you ever want to feel like the dancer damage?
Can the challenger defeat the wolf in his own lair?
Basically
I
just
still
don't
have
crit
DPS
that.
tanked.
In the opener, sometimes, yeah.
I remember in Endwalker I had to card a Dark Knight because they had the best melee opener.
Stone, inner card. I think they're still above. I think it's
I
Samurai,
wonder if
then,
you can keep up.
then you card them. Eminent is in.
Such speed, it is yet that attack of him.
Damn openers are too strong.
Yep. Looking for New North.
With Fenrir's might, I rouse a storm.
New North is A.
The wind answers my
Counterclockwise?
call.
Knock back him in. Tether's opposite. There's a knockback here. Find your color. Knockback. stack in the middle. I'll have Feint for this normally. Like,
Holy Jesus.
Okay.
okay, so I've heard that this hurts a lot. What do we have?
So
Let's see.
my Heart of Light and Rep both come up right there if you want to use them on that, but you won't have for ads.
We might have to. Do we have Pan there? Panheimer and both
Yeah,
of those?
Panheimer was we had magic barrier. I think it's bubble, right?
I think you need rep on that for sure, because ads you don't really get to rep because the damage is like from orbs.
I mean, I can put my rep right there too, because I used it because yours are gonna run out.
I'll put mine there next time. Or actually, no. You know what? I don't think there's much else to rep. So I'll rep the beginning when like the first stuff comes out, and then you rep the stack at the end.
Okay.
And then I'll also Heart of Light the stack.
Yeah, sounds good.
I can also use my wings, but I don't know if it'll cover the whole stack.
Probably just winging like one hit.
Yeah, if you get wings, it's 5 seconds. It'll cover 4 of them.
Most of it, yeah.
How far into the fight is that raid wide? Or that multi-hit stack?
Probably
140 looks like.
Yeah, we died at 150. For wings, try to put it in the back half because the first half is going to be covered by a lot of the healing and shielding and stuff. So maybe like after a couple hits of it, well, we should all be stacked up. We'll try and do that.
Was Veil at a good spot there, or should I move it too? Because I used it before the head started shooting.
Which heads?
The first set of heads.
The line, like the
Overspinning.
line attack thing.
Yeah.
Use it after the first people got hit.
I would do it after we take both stacks. We know when we go into the middle and then we have the knockback that happens. I would imagine we'd get the best value there. But I guess either way, it gives us the shield.
Just whatever healers want.
I am looking at someone who's clear that I know. They had Unconscious, Expedient, Shield, Soil, Samba, Addle, Feint, and Rep
Good
on that
grief.
multi-hit.
Where we just died.
Yeah. They had all those on that multi-hit stack. And I looked at the timeline, it was only like one regen healer shield in between, because I assume it just didn't do that much damage.
I'm taking from it every hit about 58 to 60k. The last one was 73, but that's because people were dead, I think. About 60k
What healer?
every hit. That has the
What healers
rep
did
and
they
all
have?
Scholar Astro.
Oh, okay.
But Carachol, Holos, and normal shields are like the substitute.
that. We had rep, we had Panheimer, we had some sort of we had bubble. What is that, horoscope?
Yeah, it's trying to heal. I'm fine with swapping out Addle for the Magitech thing.
Yeah, we've already got quite a
Free
bit.
scaling.
I'm probably gonna need like 4 or 5 skills on that if we want to live it normal, and then kind of see it.
Looks like there's another raid wide rat after that, unless I'm misunderstanding this.
Yeah,
Some
and-
tracking trimmers? Yeah, it's tracking trimmers. So yeah, there's another raid wide right after. What the hell?
And after we're done with that,
Really?
Chase was even mentioning we don't even have ads right up right away after that. We have like a whole set of mechanics still.
The tower, yeah.
We have the tower thing, and then I think he does the other thingamabob. The rain. He also has
Yeah.
trust,
Let's tower fall, then another rain.
and then that should be ads. So it should be like another like
Yeah.
minute and a half, or a minute at least.
Yeah, it's another minute according to the timeline.
Do we have any adjustments we want to try?
Are we putting a Feint on it this time?
Oh, yeah, that's a good question. Hold on. My feints at the moment. Oh, sorry, we did have feint on that. I feint the opening, and I can feint that attack there as well. I don't know, Moon, where you have your best use cases.
I've been putting it on the buddy thingy. Or Stone Fang or whatever it's called.
Yeah, Moon's got his son, the Stone Fang, which means yours should come up for the stack where we do the tower mechanic, which will be after this.
Mm-hmm.
So we have feint on that as well. I'm sorry, I forgot about that.
Does that mean tracking tremors is not affected by feint if it's not showing up on there?
I mean, it is, I can tell you.
Okay.
But because it's coming from the boss. I don't know if it's magic or physical though. Actually, wait, can't you tell in the game? You get hit. It is magic damage. So actually, Addle would go better there.
Probably, because the thing I'm looking at here, the average hit was 13k, and total did 100k.
Right.
That was all 8
now-
hits.
Yeah, right now our Addle is on the raid wide after the rain attack. Or heal up right before the wolves thing. So you're probably better off doing the Addle like in the very opening bit if you have the ability to weave it, and then you can have it for that stack as well. Because Addle's gonna be 15. I think, right? Isn't it 15%? Or is it only 10?
I think it's
Buffed it.
15 for magic.
Will you be able to do that, Alice? Okay. Yeah, if you can weave it just in like literally the first GCD, I'm able to weave feint in, and it gets the opening mechanic, and then it'll come up right as the stacks happen. Where we just died. So you can cover both. Party multi-stack, yeah. That work? That might take a little bit off of the after the imminent rain or the whatever rain. There'll be less on the raid wide there, but we typically live that fairly well. You want to try that out and see where we go?
Lego.
Start running it. Let's see what it looks like. Take too long.
Let's begin, shall we?
Can the challenger defeat the wolf in his own lair?
Wins in inner cards.
There. I wonder if you can keep up.
Revolutionary is out.
Such speed, it's as if there's a pack of them.
Oh my.
Oh no! Forgot. I got used to going in.
So look at my health.
Is this the end?
That's about how much I'm taking with the Addle removed. I went to like just over a quarter my health, so you probably go to a quarter health on healers and whatever. With whatever mitt we had at that time. Should be fine. Yeah, if we just get eminent every time, then we're fine. Chilling.
I needed to swap more often and not be the same thing over and over. So
Yeah.
in my head.
Would it be a bit easier if I said clockwise or counterclockwise?
Let's begin, shall we?
Hell no.
Can the challenger defeat the wolf in his own lair?
Then I gotta know which way you're facing.
I thought that was the point of saying it, is that it's agnostic.
Well, because you're looking at it from the Dragonhead POV.
Oh, right. Stone out, inner card.
There.
Oh, that timing is so nice. I'm glad they made this fight like
I wonder if you
reasonable.
can keep up.
This will be another out. Revolutionary out.
Such speed, it's as if there's a pack of him.
Close. Take a look at my health bar. Without as much mitigation, that's how much I take. I did parry it though,
Is this the end?
which is 15%.
You didn't want that out AoE to be like another club.
What do you mean by that?
You know, every time you're like, oh, this is so nice, we'll just have it be club again. Have it be like exactly on the GCD.
Oh, yeah. That would suck if this fight ends up doing that, because it does rain later. This one's not bad for the in or out. Club, jeez, that one freaking sucks. Except for the first one.
Begin, shall we?
First one's tolerable because of the way the boss leaves the arena. You don't really lose too
Can the
much.
challenger defeat the wolf in his own lair?
It actually evens out too, because he does one of each in the opening bit. Wins in inner card.
I wonder if you can keep up.
Revolutionary out.
Such speed, it's as if there's a pack of him.
There's the red wide. You guys
Snap
might
for
have
like a
been.
little early or something?
That was too much for the challenger.
Let me look back. There's a chance you got hit by the tank one. That's the most
I think
common.
mine might have touched you guys on the side. Might have had to been more in the corner.
I thought I made it.
Oh, so he doesn't go directly to a marker every time. He was, you know, let's see, C and D. What's in between those? 4. He was slightly offset from 4. So the yellow markers you guys lined up on B, but because he was right using the instance, he was like right here. 2 and B are not technically exactly opposite from him, so you stood on B and you got clipped by the tank thing by the smallest hair. So do not use markers for resolving that. Try to look at his hitbox and specifically the nipple on the boss, if you know what I mean, to indicate like where the left and right is. Try to judge it that way. That being the arrow that points from his body, his little hitbox. Make sense? Or do you need a screenshot of it? Yes, no? Maji?
What?
That was directed towards you, predominantly.
I mean, I stood with the party.
You are the party. Target sealers.
I was the last one there.
Okay, so you didn't hear what I said. I'm going to repeat it. Here's a Discord stream. Just so we can be absolutely clear, because this happens a lot throughout the fight. Let me know when you can see it. This goes somewhat for everyone, right? But he's going to do his, like, revolutionary, right? He does not jump to 4. You can even see, like, when he does this intro, he does not jump to a cardinal directly. He's, like, not even on 2. And he jumps to a slightly offset. It is not our markers. He actually just does this. He just picks a random, like, spot. Because he's not directly at 4, 2 is not directly opposite. These 2 markers are not technically safe. You need to be slightly to the right of these because he's off of his box here. So he's looking at like this spot, which means we need to be here and like here where this group is. This tank buster cleaves right through B, and that's what hit you guys. If you had been over here, anywhere between these spots would have been safe. Make more
That's
sense?
fine. I mean, I would have lived that, but they would have died. I get what you mean.
Yeah.
Everyone would have died there anyways.
What do you mean by that?
There's Alice, Moon in there. They were there on that marker. And then I went to them.
Okay, I see. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you guys as well. You'd have to be there.
Yeah.
It's all off the nipple of the boss. This is the nipple. Cool. Now we're on the same page. Because that happens like around the fight. We just cannot use the thingamabobs for it. Eyes on screen. This is a ready check. Do not freak out, 8th.
Oh my god.
It would have been really funny is if you did a second ready check. Hey, or Alan.
We're missing a blue
She is
marker.
missing.
That would have been really funny.
Markers?
I
X markers?
thought about it.
Ah, we don't need it.
Let's begin.
Oh, the C
shall
marker?
we?
Ah, it's just
Somebody
a
stole it.
silly little C marker.
They stole my mark. I'll add it back after.
You gonna pay an extra $5.
DLC. Cardinal. In. Unlockable DLC.
I wonder if you can keep up.
Eminent is close in. No, in.
Such speed, it's as if there's a pack of him.
Nice. Here's the red one. Gonna look for a new north. Keeping in
How's that
mind.
not Samurai's OP, man?
Oh, that.
With Fenrir's
maybe.
might, I rouse the storm.
We're into Virgil. New north is C.
The
New north
wind
is C.
answers my
Counter.
call.
Sports are out. There's a knockback. I keep forgetting to say out loud.
We had no shields on that AoE.
Do we have any mint on it normally?
He's a cafe, right? Did I just not see it?
Usually we have more mid on that. We don't normally take that much damage. We had no mid on that.
You'll be fine next time. I'll move my rip to that.
There's
It
no
isn't in
mid,
front
but
of that for some reason.
we also had no shields. Those would help as well. Plus mid.
Well, let me just check to see. That's the Millennial Decay cast. There was actively nothing on it, except for Alice had some sort of Nocturnal Shield. Personal.
Alright, you'll have rip next time.
Yeah. We go really low though too, so either if it's rep and like manual shield, or you'll have to have some other healer skill there.
I'd want both. The more health we have, the better. Going into it, it's easier to heal back up.
Wanna try that? Run it back. Let's see.
Let's begin, shall we?
Can the challenger defeat the wolf in his own lair?
Windfang in. Inner card.
I wonder if you can keep
Eminent
up.
in.
Such speed, it's as if there's a pack of them.
Right wide. This is the Millennial Decay cast that killed us last time.
the storm.
C is north.
The wind
Knock back
answers
counter.
my call.
Sports are out. Find your color or your tether. Knockback here. Here's the knockback.
None of it.
Big heal.
Oh no, that was too much for the
Stack the stack. Oh, yeah. Dang it. Imagine stack the strat. Stack the stack strat. It would be so funny.
Just invuln it.
Actually, you could if it targeted the tank. Kind of goofy though. Have like a
Like
one
a
in
1 in H,
What
2 in 8 chance, I guess.
4. Yeah, 25% of the time it works 100% of the time.
Let's begin, shall we?
I miss sack strats.
I miss
I
goodbye
know.
world.
Can the challenger defeat the wolf in his own lair?
That was the dumbest shit PF ever did. It wasn't even the art of a mechanic, TBH.
A wise man once said, if we do everything correctly, nobody dies.
It's true.
Wind in, inner card.
I wonder if you can keep up.
Eminence in.
Such speed, it's as if there's a pack of him.
Nice. Red what? Much healthier. Okay. Here's the Millennial
With
cast.
Fenrir's might, I rouse a storm.
New north is C.
The wind answers
Counter.
my call.
Knockback immune. Sports are out. Find your color or your tower, or your tether, I mean. Back in. Faint Adler on, Reprisals on. This is looking good. 5, 6, 7, and 8. Nice. Raid wide. Oh, everything falls off.
Ah, damn it.
Everything
How
fell
that
off.
lasted.
Vitality pots. Vitality pots.
There, how are you?
Raid buff. 2 minutes.
Fenrir's power can be wielded in surprising ways.
We are going.
That colossal thing come from?
That's gonna hurt.
Fly true.
3? No.
That was
The other
No, it
one.
would have been 4. It was 4.
Wait, is it? Hold on.
Yeah, it would have been 4.
I'll be honest, I only looked at one of them, and I was going off of the one reference image that I've ever studied. Which obviously does not work. Let me just see. Trying to figure out what the best way to call it is. Unfortunately, the Yukizuri video doesn't play it all the way through the way I want to see it.
As far as I can tell, it's always X Nuolith and then either left or right of it.
Yeah, that's what I was doing. Okay, I actually think I found a better way to call it. You can figure out ahead of time. He cuts the things before the new list drops. So you can actually figure out if it's either 4 or 2 in that instance. There's only 2 that are safe from the cleavy thing, from the actual rocks. You figure that out first, and then you just find the X pattern for the new list. I was thinking new list first and then left or right, but there's like no time to do that. So you solve the gold saucer bit first. If you solve one side, you know the other side is just the opposite. So in that case, like I was on the 4 side, south of the boss. So I would know 4 and 2 are safe, and then we just look for the X. Okay, that should be way easier. Unless I'm wrong.
The AoE,
but, you know.
the end of the stack, it's like, I noticed that Heart of Light is like exactly 15 seconds. If you use your 15 seconds stuff at the very moment the stack is about to happen, it'll last till the AoE at the end.
Yeah, do we want to like
You have to use it last minute.
unmitigate the first hit? Except for like Panheima can go off on it.
Yeah, and I'm throwing a shield before the first hit, so it should be fine.
Okay, I'm gonna feint. I think we feint and addle after like the first hit in that stack, or like as the first hit goes out, so we can try and catch the raid white at the end. I watched him literally fall off as the Gaspar finished. I was like, yeah, we're probably dead, huh? I run it back. Or wait, what time is it? 10:20. We started 30 minutes later. Do we need to break now for Cat? 8th?
That's fine. He's sleeping in my arm.
You guys want to do like a break in 10 then from now? That'll be halfway through. Let's try to get another pull or two. I like 2 pulls here. In case anybody's timing anything.
Let's begin, shall we?
Can the challenger defeat the wolf in his own lair?
Stone out, inner card.
I wonder if you can keep
Revolutionary out.
Such speed, it is as if there's a pack of him.
One of these is going to be hurting without Alice.
Oh, God damn it.
We just reset here.
Oh dear, the challenger's fallen out of the ring.
Prison.
Let's begin, shall we?
Can the challenger defeat the wolf in his own lair?
Stone out, inner card.
I wonder if you can
Revolutionary out.
Such speed, it's as if there's a pack of him.
Interesting. We're dead here. Keep hitting it a couple times, we'll learn some tricks to it.
I made it to my side, I just accidentally touched the wall.
Oh. That would be unfortunate. There'll be some sort of trick each class has to do. I mean, I just kind of gap close anywhere, so it's easier, but
Let's begin, shall we?
once we figure out how to think about it, it'll make it more
Can the
consistent.
challenger defeat the wolf
How many
in
gap
his
pulls
own
did
lair?
you give you, Grace?
I
One
have,
or two?
I have 2, and it's a 60-second recharge, but I also have backflip. So, it's actually pretty nice.
Nice.
Yeah. Wind in, Cardinal. During
I just have a,
go ahead.
I just gotta remember, like when you say out,
I wonder if
I
you
gotta
can keep up.
think of it in my head
This
of a
is an
certain way.
eminent in.
Such speed, it's as if there's a pack of him.
Okay. Alice always takes more damage there.
With Fenrir's might,
Looking for the new
I
north.
rouse
These
a
are
storm.
hits. C is north.
The wind answers my
Clockwise.
call.
Knockback immune. Okay, clockwise this way.
Oh shit. Oh no.
The challenger's down.
Big heal. Find your color. Vitality pots.
They're back on their feet. Let's see if they can stay standing.
Sack the stack.
Oh no, that was too much for the challenger.
It's fast. Give him that.
Let's begin, shall we?
Can the challenger defeat the wolf in his own lair?
Wind in, Cardinal.
There. I wonder if you can keep
Eminent
up.
in.
Such speed, it's as if there's a pack of him.
Trade lead. Looking for the new north.
With Fenrir's might, I rouse a storm.
C is north.
The wind answers my
Clockwise.
call.
Knockback immune.
Oh no, that was too much for the challenger.
Look for your color. Knockback and tank LB. Vitality pots.
The challenger rises again. Can the
Big heals, big
challenger
heals, big
out?
heals. Super big heals, super big heals.
The challenger's down. Is this the end?
Ah. Damn, that's what freaking casting shields nonstop.
Said bleed.
You're not getting through the bleed. There's no way. That bleed hurts so much. I think you have to execute perfect towers.
I think with full bis you could probably do it, but
I mean, yeah, if you hard mitt like that stack.
with full bis we won't have as much piety, I don't think.
No, for sure you won't.
I'm actually kind of glad bis now has healers with more piety than it used to.
Can the challenger defeat
A little
the
more
wolf
forgiving.
in his own lair?
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Yeah, there used to have like 318 piety, now it's 718.
Stone out. Cardinal.
There. I wonder if you can
Eminent
keep up.
in.
Such speed, it's as if there's a pack of him.
mess that up. Can I not? Is there a raid cast on my gap? Oh, you know what it is?
I'm gonna call a repull.
Yeah, no. I gap closed in the beginning, so I didn't have 2 gap closers. I was confused for a minute. I'll just have to backflip or something.
You could just walk up. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can start really close.
That's what I've been doing every time. I just walk in.
Can you walk into range?
No.
No.
Not quite.
Just
See this
outside.
this little splotch that I'm on right here?
Yeah.
It's like
Can the challenger defeat the wolf in his
Yeah, I guess I don't really need it. Gap closed. I just like it because I can like snapshot being at the boss before the fight starts. But I guess
Like
I'm
right here
realistically
instead of
at the boss anyway.
right here.
Yeah. We'll just do this pull and then we'll break for 10.
Let's begin, shall we?
Can the challenger defeat the wolf in his own lair?
You know, the best fight that you can start though, sneak right up on the boss's back in melee range. That's right, we're talking about E8S. Greatest
yeah.
fight in existence. Wins in inner cards.
I still prefer E4. Big Titan fan.
I wonder
Yeah, but
if
you can't
can
sneak
keep
up on him. This is revolutionary, this is out.
Such speed, it's as if there's a pack of him.
That was
Right,
me, I'm
right.
pretty sure. I gotta look at those goddamn circles.
Challenger's down! Is this the end?
Yeah, it's hard
I
to
think-
remember to do that.
I think Moon and I only died there, but I thought I was far enough away from you.
And it's like I have like a whole little bit of space. I can tuck into that corner, so I can definitely be over more. Just gotta get the timing right.
Yeah, because you have to like preemptively look at the AoEs on the ground if you want to try and figure out where those safe spots are, that little guide video. But then you have to memorize it. I guess we're doing one more pull. And then we're done for break.
Oh, right. Sorry.
I would agree, Alice, just for the fact
Actually,
that
you know what? 8 didn't even dance. Here's a
I
wall.
thought we were going on
For
break!
the man.
Begin, shall we?
Yeah, just wall it. we are going to
Oh.
go back. We'll de-instance and re-instance later.
Oh, yeah, that's pretty-
So feel free to do that.
I don't know if there's good spots to raise Alice. Like, I don't actually know if can help with the prog too much. It feels like we die if people die.
All right.
People do tend to die if they die.
I'll
Okay,
meet
the
back.
party dies if one person dies.
Meet back at 33 after the hour. That works, everybody.
What?
Yeah, sounds good.
Never mind. 43 after the hour.
Okay.
It's been a long day. 43 after the hour.
Alright.
A 1-minute break.
Yeah, you know. Waiting on 8th. Give me the go ahead.
I'm just logging back in.
Okay. For the fast restart. Yeah, Windows 11.
I do. Though far more importantly, I have an SSD.
Very true. Very important. I always laugh at the people when I'm playing like an Overwatch or Marvel Rivals, and I select my character, and they're like, "Oh my gosh, it's already taken," and then they leave the game. Like, bro, just put it on an SSD. Like, I load in significantly faster. I'll pick it every
It
time.
makes a huge difference. I'm here and ready.
But is everyone else? Place your bets.
Oh, I'm zoomed in on Mage so hard right now.
Are you?
Yep.
You think he's ready?
Starting to feel like he's not ready.
Anybody pick up the Azima cosmetic stuff from the
Oh shoot! I
Sellout
forgot my
shop?
blaze.
It hides your tail. Makes me upset.
had the opposite problem. When I was a
It
cat boy
gave
back
you
in
a
the
tail?
day. No, back in the day I wanted the tail gone all the time. I didn't like tails on cat boys. I just wanted the posture. And the ears didn't bother me as much. But
Bro, when are you going to cowboy? I'll go back. I'll go to cowboy with you.
you want to do cat boys for the clear?
Yeah, we do cowboys.
Bro, I asked you to go Lalafell with me.
I would do cat boys. Hey, do you want to join us?
No.
You could be a Hrothgal.
Jesus.
Yeah, hopefully you guys remembered to do the buying of the thingies because it's too late now.
Oh shoot.
Well,
The book things.
Oh,
You want to do that real quick?
Yeah, sure.
Drop on over to Solution 9, spend your books. You should be able to buy a raid accessory if you still need it. Or even if you want to replace a piece of gear that you technically don't need if you're already set up, it would technically give you more health. It should be a damage increase regardless of what stats, even if it's not bis.
can't use 2 rings.
Yeah, up to you on that. Then you should also be able to get a glaze to set up your right side. While I'm on the topic and thinking about it, I did slowly start to upgrade the gear sheet. I re-enabled the augment and tome gear thingamabob. It's like now a 2-slot click, so you can see when you have the tome piece and the augment. Because I poorly explained it the first time, and so people were confused setting up which one was which. So now you can set up what you actually have, which will help me understand how healthy everyone will be. If you can take the time to let me know what pieces you have and which pieces are augmented, that would be nice.
I'm ready.
Wait, I clicked the wrong one? I did. Dang, I keep clicking the wrong person's thing. Anyway, you can figure it out. Double check in case I clicked your stuff, Alice. Because I kind of did. Let me know you guys are all set and ready to roll. Going for another hour and 10-ish.
one more moment here. Gotta meld.
If you have the material, you can also enter the instance and meld there.
I'm just grabbing it.
Yeah, just make sure you have it on your person. Let me know and I'll queue us in.
No run no murder board.
Yeah, whenever we prog a tier, I just carry all of my high-end materia on me. I'm like, I'm gonna be getting gear at some point, and I gotta like randomly meld, especially if you go to like Aether.
Should be fun to queue.
All right, let's queue. We'll see how long it takes. Oh wow, found a group right away. Brought my my blicky on the hip. Let them know I mean business. Welcome back to level 100 content, everybody. You know what that means.
Wow, Abe, I thought we were gonna be matching. What the hell?
Oh, I forgot. You didn't remind me.
If you forgot, it must have not been that important to you.
Gonna give you less dance partner buffs because you don't match. Anyway, now would be a good time to summon your summons, dance your partners, Buddia your Cardia. Take a look at your gear, make sure it is all the new stuff, full melded, repaired. Double check it is actually the good stuff. You're not missing anything. Go ahead and eat up on your food. Like I said, we're going for like an hour or something, hour 10-ish. Once you are ready, and only once you are ready, let me know by hitting the yes button. We will continue our prog.
You need a tell to complete the glamoring phase.
The what?
Let's begin.
You need a
shall
tell
we?
to complete the glamour.
Can the challenge
That's why you need to go with Cat.
Yeah, I actually need to make a cosplay for this guy. We'll have it for next week. Actually, tomorrow. Set up for tomorrow. Stone out. Intercard.
If you're doing cosplay for this guy, isn't it just that one tail set from the Shadowbringers dungeon?
Isn't that only healer though?
I wonder if you can keep
Revolutionary
up.
is out. Out.
such speed, it's as if there's a pack of him.
Interesting.
fat finger dash.
Raid wide.
Bye.
Stance and grab the boss.
God damn it.
Got it. Yeah. Wait, you already have stance on anyway.
With Fenrir's might,
We're looking for New North here.
I rouse a storm.
This is a hit. New North is C.
The wind answers
Block
my
by
call.
Knock back immune. Clockwise.
Oh,
The challenger's down. Is this the end?
Look for your color or your tether. That Crazer
I need
is
to take
always
out the
supposed
energy.
to
Yeah, I'm doing the same thing every time there.
that. Yeah. I'm always getting tower.
I've never been tower.
Is it always supports? I thought it would be either or, but
He'll probably die, but maybe.
yeah,
I
I mean,
think
generally
it'll always
speaking, if
agree.
you can, if you don't have somebody that's able to take the tower and you can see it and identify it, I would stand in the tower as one of the wolves. Just because the bleed comes from that, the towers. Kind of hard to say, because immediately after that, we're probably going to die because we're going to less people anyway, but Might as well.
I imagine you die if you get hit by 2 of the wolf cones, right?
You'll get Vaughn, I think, with getting hit by the wolves. You'll die to the tower. Or 2 wolves.
Let's begin, shall we?
Can the challenger defeat the wolf in his own lair?
That doesn't auto right away. He totally looked at me and then didn't hit me. Wind in. Inner card.
I wonder if you can
Revolutionary
keep
out.
Such speed, it's as if there's a pack of him.
Nice. Heal up.
up. With Fenrir's might, I
hit.
rouse the storm.
Looking for the new north. A.
The wind
Clockwise.
answers my call.
Knock back in. Going clockwise. Veil here would be good.
Oh no, that was too much for the challenger.
Find your color and or tether. There's a knockback. For that time, I have it.
I don't know if it gave it to me just because Alice was dead.
Yeah. I got that.
No, I think it's probably supports and DPS base because I also got a tower.
Oh, no, man. It was the first time.
I think we've
Might
just been
have.
getting lucky / unlucky.
Might have been. It's the same concept. Just obviously color or tether, right? I think we still say look for your color because the tether is easier to identify. Like last minute color, you kind of have to know where it is ahead of time so you can make sure you're there.
Yeah, it took me longer to identify the color area than the feather.
Yeah.
Let's begin, shall we?
Can the challenger defeat the wolf in his own lair?
Wind in. Inner card.
I wonder if you can keep
Eminent.
up.
Close in.
Such speed, it's as if there's a pack of him.
Very well. Millennial's gonna have a cast bar here and some damage that follows it.
With Fenrir's
There's
might,
damage on this.
I rouse the storm.
Looking for new north. A is north.
The wind answers my call.
Knock back immune.
Oh no, that was too much for the challenger.
Heal up. Look for your color. Knock back. Keep it running. If anyone ever has anything that they need clarification on or anything, just let us know in between. Otherwise, we'll just keep running it. Get the practice.
Let's begin, shall we?
Can the challenger defeat the wolf in his own lair?
Stone out. Inner card.
I wonder if you can keep up.
Revolutionary out.
Such speed, it's as if there's a pack of him.
Get a little too close to the tank.
The challenger's down. Is this the end?
Personals if we got him.
With Fenrir's might,
There's a hit here.
I rouse the storm.
Let's do this for practice. Due north is C.
The wind answers my call.
Knock back in there. Counterclockwise.
They're back on their feet. Let's see if they can stay standing.
There's another hit here. Vitality pots. There's the knockback. And the back loop.
Oh no, that was too much for the challenger.
Pretty good for those alive. Remember the markers lie. Markers lie during the rains.
Let's begin, shall we?
Can the challenger defeat the wolf in his own lair?
Wind in. Cardinal.
I wonder if you can keep up.
Eminent in.
Such speed, it's as if
There's
there's a
the
pack
there.
of him.
That's me.
Reset.
The challenger's down. Is this the end?
Seen what you were doing earlier, Moon. That gap close, if you go through the middle, it's like delayed.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I seen it happen to you once, and I just had it happen to me. Thing sucks.
Sugar, do you want to keep going to that spot for Eminent? Because we somehow always end up having to cross over.
I don't know. That's not what's fucking me up. I'm just trying at different
Okay.
locations. Don't worry
Okay.
about that.
Let's begin, shall we?
Can the challenger defeat the wolf in his own lair?
Stone out. Inner card.
I wonder if you can keep
Revolutionary out.
Such speed, it's as if there's a pack of him.
Aggro.
Dude. Okay, I'm gonna stop doing that shit.
Oh no, that was
Like
too much
trying
for
the differences between like starting on a different GCD versus others, and it feels comfier. It's fucking
Yeah. One thing you could do, that I've done in the past, start with stance. Alan, let's see. Alan would poke the boss, and then you shirk in your opener. Because it gives enmity when you shirk, and he gains enmity when he pokes.
I
think you wanna
yank
do
it too fast.
in that,
When he voked before, I yank it like during like my weaves and stuff like that, so I would have to weave shirk in.
Yeah, can you not weave it in like your first GCD?
No, because I got to do Heart of Light and Reprisal as well.
Can you Heart of Light
I got to
prequel?
use them early. No, it doesn't last.
Oh.
I use it on like first GCD, and then it goes all the way to the
Do you
end.
start your burst after 2?
That's the thing I've been trying. So the difference between like after Keen Edge versus doing a Brutal Shell afterward. And right now it's comfier to do after like initial first GCD.
Couldn't you just
So it
stand with
shouldn't
him
be
at
an
the
issue.
opener, and then once the opener's done, then shirk him? Because
Well, he's
You don't
ripping
actually
aggro
shirk him
in the
before that.
opener. He's
I think
gonna
before
grab
that.
it on like
yeah,
GC4.
you just stand with him, and then it won't turn. It's
No,
just
no,
the
no,
opener.
regardless,
You'll
it should
get
be an
healed
issue
out.
regardless. Like trust it won't happen again.
Okay.
Like I'm just testing different things.
Actually, that is a good point. You could just stand on top of him, regardless. But
Yeah, like, and then once the opener's done, then you could shirk after you've built some Emity, and then you definitely won't rip it after that.
up to you.
It's a much like cleaner thing and a non-issue if I just toggle stance after Lionheart.
Okay.
Alright.
Or some fight like last tier that had the same problem for me. I want to say it was Honeybee Lovely.
I'm pretty sure it was Honeybee Lovely, because that's the one you
Alice
killed
kept
Alice
dying.
on many times.
Yeah, because like you couldn't
Can the
start.
challenger defeat the wolf in his own lair?
Missing mid on that?
This is Stone out, Cardinal. I have no idea.
I wonder if
Felt
you can
lower than
keep up.
usual there.
Revolutionary out.
Such speed, it's as if there's a pack of them.
Stupid. Brain.
Well, you only killed one person. You can heal.
And the only one
It
that
is
mattered.
recoverable, potentially. There's going to be a raid wide with the Millennial something cast.
With Fenrir's might.
This is a raid wide.
rouse the storm.
We're looking for the new north. A.
The wind answers my call.
Counterclockwise.
Knockback immune. Counterclockwise. That was late. That's my bad.
Challenger's down! Is this the end?
I got my time. No, I can't move fast enough.
The challenger rises again! Can they turn this around?
I just wipe it here, yeah. Okay. I'm learning, and maybe when you can see this, right? But you hit, if you're first out, you really just have to be out for the hit. Probably
Yeah,
one
yeah.
GCD, and then you can run back in quickly after, right?
You can run towards the middle.
Yeah,
No,
I've,
but I mean,
I've been
like,
doing, I've been
yeah.
doing like 2
I-
range
like,
attacks there.
Yeah,
This FPS stuff, but
just staying out on the edge and then kind of moving towards the middle. Is the
I
safest
ran,
bet.
yeah, I ran straight through middle, and I got clipped by the like line attack that came through. I just kind of give it a little extra room. Okay, we can run it back.
Yeah. Don also dashed, and I did that once, and then I got
I
hit
think
by
I
that line
might have dashed. I don't remember, but that's what I feel like I would have done. That's what clipped me barely. Like a snapshot.
Let's begin, shall we?
Can the challenger defeat the wolf in his own lair?
Wind in Cardinal.
I wonder if
Eminent
you can keep up.
in.
Such speed, it's as if there's a pack of him.
Nice.
Fenrir's might, I rouse a storm.
Looking for New North. C.
The wind answers my call.
Knockback move. Counterclockwise.
The challenger's down! Is this the end?
Yeah, that works better.
Yeah, I think if someone dies here, it's just
Oh, you
It's
can't
just
even
cooked.
take the tower.
Can they turn this around?
I took her tower and it doesn't activate. As a tether. If you're tethered, you can't take tower. Doesn't count. Yeah, I think you are actually just straight up cooked, because if someone's dead, they're gonna get the extra tether, and then you won't have enough people for towers. Full body check. Unless you want to, eat the bleed.
Let's begin, shall we?
Can the challenger defeat the wolf in his own lair?
Stone out. Cardinal.
I wonder if you can keep
Revolution. Out.
Such speed, it's as if there's a pack of him.
Oh, wow.
Believe it or not, this is not recoverable.
Oh dear, the challenger has fallen out of the ring.
I need like a minute.
1 minute, exactly. Yeah, go ahead. I did look ahead. So we end up doing the Terrestrial Titans, and then that will eventually lead to the final rain attack right before ads. So that rain mechanic is something we gotta get nailed down, because that comes up again right before ads. And then we do Terrestrial Rage, and it ends with another rain attack before he goes to Beck and Moonlight. And then I think after that, it's the intro mechanics that we started with. I don't think he does another rain.
Okay, I'm good.
So it's gonna happen 3 times in this part 1. I don't know who else was not ready to go.
That was you.
Let's begin, shall we?
Can the challenger defeat the wolf in his own lair?
Stone out. Cardinal. Out. Awareness.
I wonder if you can
Eminent
keep up.
in.
Such speed, it's as if there's a pack of him.
Very nice. Redwood.
With Fenrir's might, I rouse a storm.
Looking for New North. A.
The wind answers my call.
Counterclockwise.
Knockback immune.
Oh no, that was too much for the challenger.
Check for your color.
The challenger rises again. Can they turn this around? The challenger's down. Is this the end?
Did you get hit by something else, or was it damage? Okay.
Whole thing.
I just want to make sure it's not
Pretty sure,
healing.
from what I've been seeing at least, whether this helps anyone or just my own sake. First line goes off first, and then the AoE stack, or like people that have the targeted things, go off basically with that, or just right after that line. So after that first line, I'm pretty sure you can just walk in if you were the first ones out. Obviously making sure to avoid the rotation, right? So it spins towards you. You might have to run away from it first and then walk in if you're out to begin with.
You can also stand by the second head if it's heading towards you. There's enough room. You don't have to be right by the first one.
True, yeah, you don't really have to even be on the line. Yeah, because if it's like going through A to C, right, you don't have to be like right here, because you could still be like here and you won't hit the party. Stacked in the middle. Assuming that it rotates, you know, not away from you or whatever. It's a pretty good idea. Just depends on where the heads are. I think it's generally better to knock back immune that, because you don't want to get knocked back into an improper spot where the line is coming through. And then you want to knock back into your tower later. Or behind the wolf. So I would personally have everyone knock back immune that initial part that we were just doing that line attack. Run it back.
Let's begin, shall we?
Can the challenger defeat the wolf in his own lair?
Wind in, Cardinal.
I wonder if you can
Revolution
keep up.
out.
Such speed, it's as if there's a pack of him.
Yeah, Dragoon tech is crazy. Double gap, or gap closer, backflip gap closer for full uptime.
With Fenrir's might, I rouse
Looking for
the
New North.
storm.
A,
The wind answers my
Clockwise.
call.
knock back in. Look for your color.
Oh no, that was too much for the challenger.
Oh, we did it. Everyone die. Got him. You all thought.
The challenger's down. Is this the end?
Pretty close. It's just the very end, right? Was it the last like line attack or something?
Yeah.
Kind of hard to tell when it's done. I think it's 4 hits, if I'm not mistaken. 4 lines. They have a really goofy snapshot. They like show you the hitbox, but you can't really have time to dodge out of it.
Let's begin, shall we?
Can the challenger defeat the wolf in his own lair?
Wind in, Cardinal.
I wonder if you
Eminent
can keep up.
in.
Such speed, it's as if there's a pack of him.
Close. There is a raid wide with the Millennial cast here.
With Fenrir's might, I rouse a storm.
Looking for new north. C is north.
The wind answers my call.
Counter clockwise.
Knock back in it. Ports are out. Counter.
Oh no, that was too much for the challenger.
Find your color. Vitality pots.
The challenger rises
Bloodbath.
again. Can they turn this around?
Center wasn't safe there like it's supposed to be.
Got clipped by DPS squeezing you too tight.
Yeah, the like center wasn't safe at all.
Make sure to double check your mirrors.
I think somebody was encroaching on my spot.
Alice was a bit like in slash a bit far ahead.
Take a look at this time, see if we can make an adjustment.
Let's begin, shall we?
Can the challenger defeat the wolf in his own lair?
Stone out. Cardinals out. Nice.
I wonder if you can
Revolutionary out.
Such speed, it's as if there's a pack of him. Oh dear, the challenger's fallen out of the way.
Just lose you to damage or?
I got hit. It's always bigger than I think it is.
Oh, okay.
With Fenrir's might, I rouse a
Very wide here.
storm.
Looking for the new north. Have a raise.
The
New north is
wind
A.
answers my call.
Counterclockwise.
Knock back me in. Check your stuff.
Oh, I went too far to the wall. 3.
The challenger's down. Is this
Yeah,
the
it's
end?
fine.
I know I forgot something. But yeah, I keep forgetting to look at the AoEs to see where to stand, and then yeah.
Yeah, it's goofy. Sucks that you can't use the markers. That would make it a way easier.
Yeah.
I think with the more runs that we do of this, more experience, we'll eventually be able to know like the distance. We can just judge it
Let's
by looking
begin,
at it.
shall we?
At least that's what I'm hoping for.
Can the challenger defeat the wolf in his own lair?
Stone out. Inner card. out.
I wonder if you can keep
Eminent
up.
in.
Such speed, it's as if there's a pack of him.
Who's aggro?
This is the end.
Oh. It's like, I don't see anyone in the wrong spot.
Moon, where's the diversion? Come on.
I know. Might need the ninja smoke screen.
And then just get dodge chance. We could have the, we could go summoner and have our little chicken nugget tank it.
Oh, God. Not even a thing anymore.
Let's begin, shall we?
Can the challenger defeat the wolf in his own lair?
Wind in, Cardinal.
I wonder if you can
Eminent
keep up.
in.
Such speed, it's as if there's a pack of him.
Did live that one. We were missing the feint from that. That's why we're lower, but we can heal back.
With Fenrir's
There's the
might,
millennial cast.
I rouse a storm.
New North is delay.
The wind answers my
Clockwise.
call.
Knock back me in.
The challenger's down. This is the end.
Huh.
For your color, look for your color. Or check your tether. Here's a knockback.
They're back on their feet. Let's see if they can stay standing.
Backflip. Didn't dodge it. Almost. Almost dodged it. Getting better. I think this guy like transforms into like a vehicle of some kind. Like an Apache attack helicopter.
Let's begin, shall we?
Can the challenger defeat the wolf in his own lair?
Stone out. Inner card. Out.
I wonder if you can keep
Revolution out.
Such speed, it's as if there's a pack of him.
Red line.
up. With Fenrir's might, I rouse a storm.
Sea is north.
The wind answers my call.
Clockwise.
Knock back him in. Clockwise. Look for your color. Look for your color. Or find your tether.
Oh, I don't have the tether. I thought I did.
There's two people, I think, out of our spot there.
like wiggled and the tether went with me, but it wasn't actually with me.
Yeah, theoretically, if we're all safe there, I think I can even call, like, Vid's DPS tether or whatever. I think that's how that works. Pretty sure. Because otherwise, Color Buddies would not work.
Let's begin, shall we?
I'll try to look for that.
Can the challenger defeat the wolf in his own lair?
Wind in, inner card.
I wonder if you can keep
Eminent in.
Such speed, it's as if there's a pack of him.
Right wide.
with Fenrir's might. I rouse a storm.
Looking for the new north. A is north.
The wind answers my call.
Counter.
Knock back me. Counterclockwise. Look for your color, you'll get knocked back. Sports have tethers. Stack it up. Ooh, clutch heal.
That's the macro.
Oh. Okay, 2 minutes will be coming up pretty soon. I think the Buster, the Invuln Buster. Minutes coming out now.
Must have heard, but they're not out of the fight yet.
Fenrir's
I'm not
power
trying to
can
solve
be
this
wielded
thing.
in surprising ways.
Oh, where did that colossal thing come from?
My
It
true
will be 3 or 1. 3. Revolution. Revolution's out. Out.
They're back on their feet. Let's see if they can stay standing.
Heal up.
Ah, now that's a problem.
I will tank the boss. Adds phase.
not bad.
Opposite of your tether.
Not bad. But we
Opposite of your
scarcely
tether.
begun.
Tanks are cleaving out. Party is in between the two same colors.
Oh, that hurts.
I am on orange side. I am between the two oranges here. I've now been targeted. I'm going between the other side by green and my orange guy. That is how you set that up.
Hey, Kiko, did you revive me in the bad on purpose?
No,
Did
that
you
was a
ex-
slow res.
Did you accept the res in the bad?
I did at the end on purpose, but mm,
Yeah, where did we die? I don't remember.
A lot of people got squished by the tower smoosh.
The way I'm planning to call that, if you have a way of solving it in your own head, that's totally fine. You can resolve the gold saucer mechanic, which will give you 2 safe corners that could possibly be the safe spots, because they fall in an orientation that allows only 2 safe spots, 2 corners. So I'm calling those 2 numbers. And then the only thing you have to do is look for the X that appears. If that makes sense, then it makes sense. But you find the X newliths, you walk towards the X, and you'll only have one of the 2 options we called earlier. So in that last instance, I think I called 3 or 1. And so the newlith that had an X was at B. You walk towards that B, and you realize you have options 3 or 2. And we called 3. or 1, so you go to 3. That's the fastest way that I have found to personally think about it. If you try to find new lists and then figure out which gold saucer is safe, you are probably dead. At least in my quick run of it so far. Looking at the tower that has the line going diagonal.
Yeah, one of them cuts straight across the arena. One of them kind of goes at an angle. That's the safe tower, or that's the tower that tells you the safe spots.
Yep, either way of doing it. I unfold them in my head. I do it.
Yeah, just look for the diagonal and then go for the X.
I think after that was just trying to get people back up, right? So we get to go again. Run back.
Mhm.
We're good. Everything look clean up too.
Let's begin, shall we?
Can the challenger defeat the wolf in his own lair?
Stone out. Inner card. Out.
I wonder if you can
Revolution
keep up.
out.
Such speed, it's as if there's a pack of him.
Red blood.
With Fenrir's might, I
Red
rouse
blood.
the storm.
C is north.
The wind answers my call.
Counter.
Knockback immune. Counterclockwise. Look for your color. Find your color. Sports are tethered.
Shit.
Take the stack. We're gonna need a lot here. Tank LB when it comes up. Oh, just shot. Good effort.
Damn.
Taking a 6 stack is kind of rough on that one.
I did not see the tether on me. Is there a debuff for anything when you get it? No, there's not.
Tethers are typically no
Bitch.
debuff. I mean, your best bet is to go towards your color spot and stand slightly off the boss so you can see if you have a tether. Because if everyone goes towards their color spot to start, we shouldn't all be grouped up on top of each other and make it easier to see.
True.
And then
Jumping might also help.
jumping is
Oh
optional.
yeah, that would help.
Try that out.
Okay.
Yeah, because by the time I call it, I'm already too late for you guys to be able to do anything with it.
It helped me.
I'll try, but I also have to like I'm calling the tether. Sometimes that's opposite of me. It might take me a second to like figure out how to phrase it.
Let's begin, shall we?
Can the challenger defeat the wolf in his own lair?
Woof. Start doing all the raid mechanics like that.
Please don't.
Stone out. Inner card out.
I wonder if
Eminent
you can keep
in.
up.
Such speed, it's as if there's a pack of him.
Heal up. For raid what? That's it.
With Fenrir's might, I rouse a storm.
north. A is north.
The wind answers my call.
Clockwise.
Knock back me. Going clockwise. Look for your color. Sports are tethered. Come back in. Remember to delay my paint this time, so the next raid wedge should be easier. Just like all the Mick caught, nice job. Those ones I looked at. Great divide. Raid buffs out now.
But they're not out of the fight yet.
Fenrir's power can be wielded in surprising ways.
You can sprint here if you need it.
Where did that colossal
Probably a good idea.
Flying true.
This will be either 2 or 4. It is 4.
4.
The challenger's down! Is this the end?
I did not look at this. Should be
Ow.
revolutionary out.
They're back on their feet. Let's see if they can stay standing.
Bro, my toe was in it.
Heal up what you can. Ads.
Not bad.
Go away
Not
from your
bad.
tether.
But
Opposite
we've
side.
scarcely begun.
Party should be in between the 2 like colors for whatever wolf you're next to. You're targeted, you're on the other side. Tanks cleave outside. First green cleanse. Yellow cleanse.
I got
Okay.
one shot by whatever Alpha Wind is.
One shot by Alpha Wind. That is a buster that cleaves you when you do tanks out. Is
No, it
that-
did 6 million damage. I don't think I'm supposed to get hit by that.
Oh, it was probably the solo person. So I think, unless I'm completely mistaken here, but we have party goes in between the 2 like colors, right? So if you're technically green tethered, right? But you'll go to the orange ad. So now you're team orange, and you have an orange debuff. So you'll go in between the orange ad and the orange orb. That's the party. One person selected. That person has to go to the other side. I think that's the AoE that you got hit by. They need to be far enough away from the tank, and then as well as the tank's cleaving out, right? So tank cleave happens. That one person gets hit. I don't know if the party gets anything. I don't think they do.
Is that like a line AoE that the party marker do?
Circle, not a
I think it's a cone.
A tank's a cone, I'm pretty sure. I don't know what the person
Tank is a
gets.
cone. Yeah.
Anybody happen to know? I don't look at it too in depth.
I
Shouldn't
thought the
be
DPS one was line AoE.
Is it? It looked like
Looks
a line
like
AoE.
it.
Tanks to the side of the head, aim tank, buster cones out. Mark player on the other side of the group will be with the group that requires healing. So the party doesn't get anything. The solo person gets... Oh, they get a line from the wolf. So in that instance, whoever had the thingy gets a line attack. The tank gets a cone. So the tank needs to be out enough that they don't get hit by the line AoE, because that's underneath the boss. You know how those like line AoEs start underneath the boss, or the ad. They want to be like as close to the wall as possible, and probably not pointed towards the party, but favorable to the party side might keep you safer, because your cone won't cleave the party. But you obviously don't want to be like in route of the line.
Mm-hmm. Are melee DPS gonna lose uptime there? Are they gonna have to step away?
No, I'll take a screenshot that looks like it shows it fairly well and put it in Cruiser General. Not perfect, you know, because quality or whatever, but you can see on the right side there the cleave, and you can see the line AoE is the lighter color. So I think like a melee can stand in range of the wolf the whole time, they probably want to aim the line attack not towards the outside of the arena, but like more inside the arena. Obviously not at the other party, but I don't think you could even if you tried.
Yeah, it looks like if you stand closer to the inside depth zone.
Yeah, like
then
point it towards the other orb.
better.
Yeah. Yeah, I would agree with that. Okay.
Okay.
Well, let's try that out.
Yeah, I don't think that Tank Buster actually does a lot of damage.
Now, Sugar, did you take it?
But I couldn't be sure.
Was there what?
You took the cleave, right? Without any other thing?
I only took it with
bad, or-
Corundum.
How healthy are you?
Considering it healed me, I think I survived at like 20% health, I'm pretty sure, and then it healed me up after that. I'm just guessing based on my HP.
It did 170k with Corundum. Also, I don't know. The boss isn't autoing that, right? Because you took autos. So
No,
did the heads auto as well?
The ads, I think, auto, because they
Ads.
chase you.
Fuck that.
Yeah, the boss is
Shouldn't be
not
too
great.
bad, and we have all our cooldowns for that, to be honest.
Yeah,
I
that's
have
true.
Invuln as well.
Sugar took... He went down to a quarter health with just Corundum active, so... Yeah, you probably throw your Rampart on and do your, like, spammable. It should last through at least a lot of the autos, if not 2 of the busters.
How many busters are there?
Good question. Let me see. At least 3. I'm
Looks like-
wondering if there's 4.
Because if there's exactly 3, then we can use a cooldown per buster. It should be back up.
I think there's 6. If I understand the timeline right.
No, then it's 3. Because you take 1 each.
Yeah,
Oh,
we can
okay,
use
it's
it-
not both at the same time.
So they're probably
cooldown,
cast differently.
Oh, okay.
main cooldown plus 20 seconds per buster would be fine.
Yeah, because you do 3 cleanses, because the tanks never have to cleanse, so it's basically DPS cleanse, healer cleanse. Not exactly in that order, but something like that. And that happens on both sides. So 6 people are cleansing, which those cleanses do hit a raid wide, so the tanks are getting hit by those as well. But after those cleanses are done, then we're done. There's no more busters. Those should be 3 cone busters, raid wides that happen on the cleanses that you have to worry about, and then the autos.
Alright. Sounds good.
Ready check us in the instance. This is a ready check. 8th, this is ready check. Got like 13 minutes or so. Keep running it. We can get into the ads clean. That was pretty good so far. I died to the dang gold saucer mech because I was honestly hotbar staring. I thought I had way more time. I didn't even look for the new list right away. Trying to figure out how to get a positional when the boss's butt is inside the tower.
Let's begin, shall we?
Are the towers always north-south?
No, they can be
Or
good.
do they...
They're, I think, always on a cardinal, but they could be east-west or north-south from what the patterns we've seen so far. That last pull, he had his butt covered, and I was trying to figure out how to line up a true north, and I lost track of time. Got myself killed. Stone out. Cardinal out.
That's a wall.
God damn it. Fucking A spooks me.
Eminence. This is in.
Speed, it's as if there's a pack of him.
Oh, keep going. Red wide. Good recovery.
With Fenrir's might,
A little bit of a
I
red wide
rouse
here.
the sword.
A is north.
The wind answers my
Counter.
call.
Knockback meme. Interesting. We can still live this. Everyone pick a random tower. I'll go to this one.
The challenger's down! Is this the end?
I think you might actually be able to game it if DPS are first. I think you can walk out on a GCD, drop it, and walk in. At least in my timing. I didn't really lose much there. I played it kind of safe, but I think I can keep that rolling.
Yeah, you definitely can. It's just tight.
It looks dangerous because the people on the inside obviously have to trust that the other person's gonna move out. They don't get to aim it, so I'll kind of safety it for a bit till we're comfy, and then
I've been pretty comfy with it. It's not that bad.
Let's begin, shall we?
Can the challenger defeat the wolf in his own lair?
Stone out, inner card, out.
There. I wonder if
Eminent
you can keep
in.
up.
Such speed, it's as if there's a pack of him.
Very good.
With Fenrir's might, I rouse a storm.
C is north.
The wind answers my call.
Counter.
Back immune. Ports are out. Counter.
The challenger's down.
Look for your color.
Is this the end?
We got some weird assignments, so I can't call it.
Oh no, that was too much for the challenger.
One sec, I need to repair.
You don't want to go in with 2,300 or what, 230,000 health?
No, not really.
That's quite the jump scare.
Let's begin, shall we?
Can the challenger defeat the wolf in his own lair?
Every time I think about repairing here, I go back to a time that I had to do a dungeon with somebody and a tank broke like all their gear and refused to leave, so I had to like pocket heal them through it. Horrible. Wind in Cardinals.
One time I queued into Susanoo was
I
having
wonder
4
if you
gear
can
on
keep
Ninja.
up.
Revolutionary out. Susanoo would be
I
hard.
died to every.
Such speed, it's as if there's a pack of him.
Wait, yeah.
I heard
You're
it.
good.
In.
My back looked kind of goofy there.
Oh dear, the challenger's pulled out.
Res. Did my back look when I realized I was like slightly off?
With Fenrir's might, I rouse a storm.
C is north.
The wind answers my
Clockwise.
call.
Knock back in. Yes. Clockwise. Look for your color. Find your color. Sports are tethered. Stack it up. And the final hit. Looks like we caught it all. Nice. Tank Buster. 2 minutes.
But they're not out of the fight yet.
Fenrir's power can be wielded in surprising ways.
Pop sprint, we need it.
My troop!
It'll either be 3 or 1. Oh my god, I'm
One,
so
one.
slow. I don't know what I'm gonna call that yet. I gotta look at my DPS. Eminent is in. Eminent is in.
The challenger rises again. Can they
To
turn
get
this
faster
around?
calling that. I'm pretty sure we just get ads here. There's a raid wide with the start of ads. This is raid wide slowly. Small one.
Not
Oh, it's not.
bad.
It looks when they spawn.
But we've
Opposite of your
scarcely
tether.
begun.
In between the same colors as the party. In between the same colors. Odd one out. Careful of the line. Thanks, move the thing with the
Oh, that hurts. That's a lot.
first
Anything
green
with something.
cleanse.
I think I hit by mine. I don't think I stood far enough in.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, first green cleanse should happen pretty much right after that goes off, and then yellow cleanse will be after that. I'll try to call that in a more realistic time. I'm just getting used to it myself, calling it. When I say green
Fuck,
cleanse,
dude.
that is the people in the green party. Green add. You have a green counting down debuff. I think there's the other color debuff as well, but it's not one that counts down. You do have to look at your timer. It should be roughly under 12 seconds. That's the one that's cleansing. Everyone else is like 20 something or higher. Run it back. Be final pull, probably. Maybe. We'll see.
So, Eco, you jump scared me last
3:30 in the
pull.
fight.
I did.
I was staring at myself, and then you walked up to me, and I saw that.
Sorry.
I was like,
Let's
okay.
begin, shall we?
I was wondering what you meant when you said jump scare.
I wasn't expecting it to like perfectly hit my camera.
Wind in, inner card. Epic position.
I wonder if
Eminent
you can
in.
keep up.
Some speed. It's as if there's a pack of him.
That was like hurt.
Is that this damage or is that magic damage?
I can tell you when I look back at
I
it.
rouse a
It's physical.
storm.
I wonder.
C is north.
The wind answers my call.
Clockwise.
Knock back in. DPS start. Wait, that's not the right way.
Oh no! That was too much for the challenger.
Find a color. Oh, I rezzed
The
it into a
challenger
knockback.
rises again. Can they turn this around?
And we got one more in us, I guess. I missed the
Yeah, that's a
clockwise or
jump scare.
counterclockwise there. I was listening to the previous. We'll run it back.
Let's begin, shall we?
Can the challenger defeat the wolf in his own lair?
that's physical. Wind in, Cardinal.
I wonder if you can
Revolutionary
keep up.
out.
Such speed, it's as if there's a pack of him.
Okay. Red blood.
With Fenrir's might, I rouse a storm.
A is north.
The wind answers
Clockwise.
my call.
Knock back immune. DPS targeted. Clockwise. Look for your color. DPS are targeted. That is. Big stack. Very good. Okay. Buster. And 2 minutes.
That must have hurt. But they're not out of the fight yet.
Fenrir's power can be wielded in surprising ways.
Oh, where did that colossal thing come from?
Fly true.
Either 2 or no, sorry, 3 or whatever. Gosh, 3.
Oh, I touched the wall.
I'll have to practice calling that. Eminent is in. In.
They're back on their feet. Let's see if they can stay standing.
Try to heal. Actually, we just res because there's no damage right away. Adds away from your color.
Not bad.
Away from your color.
Not bad. But we've scarcely begun.
When you're on green side or orange side. Targeteds are out.
I'm in the wrong side.
Yeah. I was trying to figure out how many tethers were on which sides. That was really hard. Hey, you know what? That's Prog though. Let's go ahead and call it here. Tomorrow coming back, we're gonna need cleaning up of some of the parts beforehand, especially the ring around the rosy mechanic, whatever that's called, millennial something. Make sure we get any kind of tips, tricks you might need for that. I am going to learn how to call the gold saucer faster, because I did it the first time, but then once I started doing my rotation, my brain moves too slow. Ads, and then what do we have after that? Quad Moonlight. I put the reference into that in the binder. We're going to try Quad Moonlight. As we agreed upon before, Terrestrial Rage is kind of just a mechanic. That should be all part 1. I think we just focus that for tomorrow. If we get into phase 2, we'll take the time to look at it. I think is probably the best way to handle it. Sound good?
Works for me. GG's.
Alright, GG's fellas. Thanks for hanging out late. Normal time tomorrow. Later.
Good night.
Good night.
GG's. Thanks for checking out the stream, guys. And we'll be maybe back tomorrow. My internet's been absolutely dog water for the last week or so, which is why we're immediately on the 4th fight and you completely missed the 3rd fight. But it was a journey. I was running 25% or so packet loss and playing on a mobile network a lot of the time. So that's lost to time, but maybe it'll be fixed or something eventually. Might seem fine. So, anyway. Later.